The purpose of this video is to explain the TST project cycle. The teacher liaison, leading the impact team, creates lasting change in their schools via a year-long goal aligned to the school's mission. The goal is broken down into projects that are completed throughout the year. A project is an aligned, actionable task based on your team's goals. And the project cycle is the process of completing the project, which includes planning, executing, and reflecting. The project cycle is designed so that a team can focus on a specific task that can be accomplished in about 1 to 2 months. After each project is complete, the cycle restarts with the next project. Impact teams should plan to complete 3 to 5 projects in a school year, all culminating in accomplishing the year-long goal. Here's an example of a year-long goal and the projects that will ensure the goal is met. The impact team in this scenario has decided to focus on MTSS. The goal for this team is to improve MTSS processes in order to ensure that 80% of students in Tier 2 meet their growth goals as measured by the NWEA. In order to accomplish this goal, they've broken it down into 3 projects. In Project 1, they'll complete a landscape analysis of MTSS currently in their school. In Project 2, they'll create an MTSS data collection and analysis protocol. And in Project 3, they'll create interventions and support teachers with providing them to students. After each project is completed, the impact team will share the information with their school teams. Through these 3 projects, the impact team hopes to accomplish their year-long goal. This is what the project cycle looks like overall. The first thing that begins every single project is team forming. And team forming actually isn't part of the project cycle. Instead, it happens first, and it happens at the beginning of the year. It's not repeated, and it literally is the stage when the team is being formed. So during this time, you are setting intention, you are creating the year-long goal, you're deciding on the projects to accomplish the year-long goal, and you're ensuring admin buy-in. The TL plays a very dominant role in this part because they are the ones who are forming the team. After that, we begin the actual project cycle, which again includes planning, execution, and reflection. In planning, the team is researching project potential, analyzing current needs, and then divvying up responsibilities and lenses. After that, they're executing. During this time, work is often occurring outside of meetings. Tasks are delegated based on the roles and responsibilities. The TL is checking in with the team and updating administration, as well as measuring projects and reviewing metrics. The end of the project cycle is the reflection stage. During this time, the team will get feedback and reflect on both the process and the outcomes. The TL reflects with their team, with their admin, and with their coach. You'll share the learning with the school community, and then you'll restart with the next project. Again, the project cycle in GIST is planning, executing, and reflecting. This happens for every single project that the TL has planned, and the project cycle continues again until the year-long goal is met. The project cycle actually closely follows the TST data cycle. So in August and September, we spend time with our TLs planning their goals for the year and their projects to complete those goals. We execute in September and December, or September through December. We reflect in January, and that's via our MOY data analysis. After that, we spend time planning again. So in January, your TLs will create a keep change plan based on their data. February through May, they'll enact these keep change plans. And then we have another data collection at the end of the year in May, and another data analysis where they'll plan on how they continue the work. You yourselves will be following this same cycle with the data from your TLs. So how does TST fit into each school's context? We recognize that we work with a variety of schools with a variety of different contexts. So because of that, there are certain things that we call the TST way, and then there are also areas of flexibility. We'll start with team goals. Every impact team must have a measurable year-long goal. The flexibility in this case is that it's completely dependent on what the TL and admin decide based on their school's need. Next is projects. The TL, coach, and admin, as well as the impact team, will choose projects and project goals that drive the end goal and build team culture. Again, the TL, the coach, and the impact team will brainstorm and select the projects. Admin signs off on the final project plan in September. Impact team meetings. We do ask that impact teams meet at least 2 times a month. That said, it might be in-person meetings, it might be virtual, it might be individual check-ins with team members. Whatever makes sense, again, based on the school context. It's just important that in whatever way the TL has decided to meet with their team, the projects are still moving forward. Next is size of the team. We think it's important to have at least 4 staff members because our TLs are working on leadership skills, and in order to lead, you must have a group to lead. That said, there might be fewer team members based on the organic size of a team. So for instance, if a 3rd grade team is just 2 other teachers, then your team might be 3 people total. For coaching notes, TLs and coaches work on these together during their Google Hangouts coaching meetings. There actually isn't flexibility here because strong documentation is key to strong project management and execution. Next is implementing the project cycle, and this is indeed critical. There's not flexibility here because it is always best practice in every venue to break down any goal into manageable sub-objectives, which again, we call projects. Number of projects and length of projects. We do ask that at least 3 projects are completed by your TL per year. We suggest the project length to be 1 to 2 months or around 4 meetings per project. That said, the length and number of projects may vary depending on what the goal is. Project plan tab. So this is a tab that you'll see in the School Impact Hub. TLs and coaches update this tab during coaching meetings and link individual project documents there. Again, there's not flexibility here because it is best practice to frequently return to your strategic plan as an anchor for execution throughout the course of the year, anytime you're working towards a year-long goal. And finally, individual project documents. It's super important that all 3 stages are executed for successful projects. So that's plan, execute, and reflect. In each of your school hubs for TLs, you'll see a folder that says documents, and inside there you'll see different ways that you can organize all of your agendas and project documents, but this is not mandatory. You can use the documents if they're helpful. You can drop links to external documents if you prefer a different format. However you choose to organize your impact team meetings, it's important that you have a system that works for you, and that's specifically for our TLs. So through executing each project and ultimately completing the year-long goal, TST hopes to build lasting staff capacity via teacher leadership and strong school culture so we can ensure better outcomes for more students.